When news breaks, we are already there. Welcome to PTV2 Zambia, the channel that never sleeps. From community stories in your backyard to national headlines shaping the country and sports and international updates that keep you ahead, we bring it all to your screen. 24/7 news, fast, reliable, unmatched. Catch us on Topstar, channel 110. Watch live on Facebook, PTV2 Zambia. Prime TV2 Zambia, your window to the nation, your gateway to the world.
Bushe mwalikwata Topstar decoder. Bushe mwalishiwa kutila kutimwatamba Prime TV2 Zambia pa channel 110 nga chakutira mlefu okumfwa amadiashi ayalekanalekana okufuma kunchende ishapusana. Bakanye mukumipekanisisha amadiashi konse kuntumletu mfuila baliba abaiteanya inshita yonse kumulabasa wenu wa Prime TV2. Prime TV2 omulabasa wenu kumadiashi nembila nsuma mumishi yenu. Bushe mwalikwata Topstar decoder. Bushe mwalishiwa kutila kutimwatamba Prime TV2 Zambia pa channel 110 nga chakutira mlefu okumfwa amadiashi ayalekanalekana okufuma kunchende ishapusana. Bakanye mukumipekanisisha amadiashi konse kuntumletu mfuila baliba abaiteanya inshita yonse kumulabasa wenu wa Prime TV2. Prime TV2 omulabasa wenu kumadiashi nembila nsuma mumishi yenu. Bushe mwalikwata Topstar decoder. Bushe mwalishiwa kutila kutimwatamba Prime TV2 Zambia pa channel 110 nga chakutira mlefu okumfwa amadiashi ayalekanalekana. Prime TV2 omulabasa wenu kumadiashi nembila nsuma mumishi yenu.
A warm welcome to News Flash on Prime TV2, the home of breaking news. We're coming to you live on Topstar channel 110 and streaming on our Facebook page, PTV2 Zambia. Now let's take a look at the stories making headlines. Government moves to revoke work permits for ZAMFresh supervisors over assault allegations. Socialist Party President Fred Membe has been summoned by police for questioning over the remarks he allegedly made of Zambia's sixth president, the late Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Western Province Minister Kapelwa Mbangweta says United Party for National Development is gaining ground in the province. With the news in detail, my name is Rhoda Mlenga. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security has announced it will recommend the revocation of work permits for Chinese supervisors at Zamfresh Company who allegedly manhandled and assaulted a female employee over suspected theft. The incident occurred on the 1st of March 2026 at Zamfresh Company located along Mungwi Road in Lusaka West. Labour Commissioner Givens Muntengwa says the government will not tolerate a culture in which employees are subjected to abuse by their employers. Meanwhile, Zambia Police Service Deputy Public Relations Officer Chipo Kaitisha has clarified that the 23-year-old woman identified as Ruth Banda, allegedly collaborated with her supervisor Charles Mwanza to forge a company invoice and subsequently steal 14,000 kwacha in company funds.
Meaning that they are finished the revolts, because we don't want you to create a narrative in the labor sector that what happened can happen and can be done to any employee. We are saying no, and we must send a strong signal. The strong signal is whoever does that must be kicked out of the country. We must get rid of bad elements in the labor sector. Labor sector is not for fights. Labor sector is for social dialogue. It's not for stone throwing, hanky-panky, no. It's for serious business. You see the way we have sat, talk about issues, resolve. If someone has stolen, you bring evidence. The disciplinary code, that's how you wanted it. It will show what follows. Whether it's a dismissal, that's a process. Whether someone runs away, there's an address.
Socialist Party President Fred Membe has been summoned by police for questioning over remarks he allegedly made regarding the burial of Zambia's sixth president, the late Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Dr. Membe is alleged to have publicly demanded that President Hakainde Hichilema release the remains of the former head of state to allow for a dignified burial. He was expected to appear at police headquarters at 09 hours, but unconfirmed reports indicate that he was later transferred to Chilenje police station for further questioning. Meanwhile, Dr. Membe's sympathizers say they will not be intimidated, insisting that expressing views on the burial of the former president should not attract police action.
Force headquarters, where you were summoned. On Wednesday last week, we received the police summons. You received the police summons, and he was out of town, and he was only able to report himself to the force headquarters and for interrogation. He was interrogated at force headquarters by officers from the cyber unit crime, and as we are talking right now, Fred Membe and his lawyers have now been transferred to Chilenje police station, where further questioning and interrogation is continuing. And from the information that we have is that they are proceeding to record a warrant caution and proceed further to effect arrest. On the video that went viral a week ago, where the Socialist Party president was calling on the Republican president to allow the burial of our late President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. For now, this is what happens.
Mr. President, your comment.
Yeah, it's very gratifying that Hakainde Hichilema has resorted to this kind of tactics and maneuvers. We are not cowed from the People's Party, Socialist Party, and the Movement for Change and Equality, UBZ, and the Green Party. We anywhere where this UPND government is going. You can't just be scared to a very little comment. Eddie Gachagua Lungu must be buried. It doesn't matter who it is. Every Zambian needs a lot of respect, and we must make sure that Eddie Gachagua Lungu is buried. Hakainde, stop the nonsense of wanting to stop this burial. We are tired. 9 months is too much. Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, 157 members of the opposition Socialist Party, led by their provincial chairperson, Lydia Pelekelo, have defected to the ruling United Party for National Development in Mongo District, Western Province. The new members have cited inconsistencies in the Socialist Party and described the UPND policies as progressive and attractive. The former chairlady said the school feeding program, among other social protection initiatives, is a significant milestone in promoting good health and the provision of quality education for children. More in the following report.
The ruling United Party for National Development, UPND, continues to make strides in Western Province as more members join the party. In a recent development, 157 members from the Socialist Party, led by provincial chairperson Lydia Pelekelo, have defected to the UPND in Mongo District. Pelekelo cited the UPND's attractive policies, including the school feeding program, while her vice cited social cash transfer as reasons for their decision to join the ruling UPND.
Kiani takaweze kutokena mapati moya wechi kaba kensa kubona misebezi yabona ibaswe likweza yeminde yazwero pili hani katalima nebe kwa school feeding yabana baskolo amukatalimera msuru mwa mama takanyani banana bapelanga kuyanga kwa skolo kaba kensa matala chola ye school feeding program aibireteni banana seba kona kutabanga kuyanga kwa skolo
niboni kuli akuna tusole nikainera mwapati ensa boni misebezi ezala program entabeza hulu kuboye chechi kimashere nyo baswe liko ulisama kwasha mane nili hole ni machembere nani kutire kuli time wa UPND.
During a public meeting, UPND National Committee member Remo Kangombe praised President Hakainde Hichilema for his efforts in various social empowerment programs, ensuring that no home is left unattended.
Mushitu kuhula kinyi machachani. Kono haya wakuli mushitu wa machachani ameli. Uze mushitu wa ukaza chwani ukafela. Chwale kacheku ni bamu teata bila hulu. Ene bani sevela wo provincial chairman. Kulikuna ni madefectors sile anifiteleli kanti nina nioba kwa teni niobo na madefectors bao. Hakuna la pafa mutompe akaende fasika kensalizo kuminamo. Aliyo. Lapa ni lapa hakaende ukinsebanelizo kungamwa nana kumkensasiko. Kwa makwasha bafu mana njichwani. Ni akono kufeza ma problems ka fela mama lapa aluna. Kono sometimes kwa buto kwa kuitumela.
Western Province UPND chairperson Kapilamba Ngweta welcomed the defectors and urged them to support President Hakainde Hichilema for continued development.
Right tumela kakuta kwa party yaluna party yamina then kuzwaka chenu wapi mwilubata kufisa bitumelo bobutuna na sepa ni ma district amamu akanga mutala o kakuli ve kona veto kwa party ale musike mabotela batu bene badakwini bayindifali pula kono esalibona bapale akune anabahanisa kuli batezelo pilikwano likadene rubila la kaofera kwa madaza kwa mulaho Hakainde mwa 4 years akuna fasika swala. Chwale luna ba UPND lubata kumisusueza kuli la 13th August. Luye kabungata rio votela Hakainde Hichilema.
For Prime TV News in Mongo District, Marcus Bransakwita reporting.
In other news, Favourite Chisi reports that Western Province Minister Kapilamba Ngweta says the ruling United Party for National Development continues to gain political ground in the province following a series of by-elections held after 2021. Mr. Mbangweta says since the UPND formed government, Western Province has recorded about 14 parliamentary and local government by-elections triggered by natural attrition, including deaths and resignations of office holders who took up government appointments. He says while the party has actively participated in these elections, the main opposition, the Patriotic Front, has in some instances not fielded candidates.
Within 18 months, after 7 years, they had failed to do it. Okay? 2, the Tatayoyo Katunda Turnoff Road, road on the Mungu Road. It's been done. Right now we are using 26.5 kilometers of very good tarmac. Okay? This government is refurbishing our airport. We are doing a road to Angola. We've been vaccinating the cattle since we came into power. And then if you put CDF, the free education, the school visiting program, and all these other things, honestly speaking, how can they not vote for such a person? It's a no-brainer. In other words, it's not no-brainer because actually we are talking about that. It's not a question of a few people congregating because they hate a person, like Hakainde Chilem. There are some people who hate him with passion, but also we, his foot soldiers, we love him with passion also, equally or even more in excess. Okay? So you should see how people relate to him when he goes to visit our areas. That's it. Which president? I can't remember of any, the way people relate to him. Just the common person on the street. He has delivered for them. And so they will vote for them, for him, without any issue. And for the opposition, even today you are in the industry yourselves, you are the people who are supposed to tell us what message are they offering to the people. Are they no alternative? There's nothing. Even the people are not fighting amongst themselves, which is of course normal, but there is no message.
Local government and rural development says Zambia has formulated a decentralization agenda that prioritizes sustainable development goals localized by strengthening grassroots participation in national development. Speaking during a capacity building workshop for 20 local authorities across the country on SDG localization and infrastructure management facilitated by the Italian government in partnership with UN agencies, Director of Physical Planning at the Ministry, Patson Piri, says government is reinforcing systems in infrastructure management to ensure the attainment of the SDGs.
Today marks an important step in actualizing and ensure prosperity for all. Within this broad vision, our fundamental expectation is that these agendas will ultimately be delivered at the local level, where policies are translated into services, infrastructure, and real improvement in people's daily lives. The good news is that Zambia has established a strong institutional foundation for SDGs localization from the local government perspective.
Through improved asset registers, life cycling planning, maintenance frameworks, and performance monitoring, local authorities can enhance service reliability, optimize resources, and contribute directly to SDGs.
The focus of this workshop, SDG localization, voluntary local reviews, and infrastructure asset management, is a very important, I say vital catalyst for the 2030 agenda. We must be honest, because we are less than 4 years away from 2030, and the global picture is very challenging. This is not, however, a reason for being discouraged. I say this is a call for intensified effort.
That item ends the news flash on Prime TV2. Let's take a recap of the stories that made headlines. Government moves to revoke work permits of Zamfresh supervisors over assault allegations. Socialist Party President Fred Membe has been summoned by police for questioning over the remarks he allegedly made of Zambia's sixth president, the late Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Western Province Minister Kapelo Ambangweta says United Party for National Development is gaining ground in the... Stay tuned.